Hello everybody and welcome back to HotCuppaTV. Today we are doing a video about the brand new Pteranodon gameplay footage that was released just the other day, and I was so excited about this. Like, to be honest, I wanted to talk about the compies a bit more because I've even got another video coming out guys, about the compies. The Compsognathus, amazing tiny dino that has been released for the game. That won't be in its own cage, by the way, but these will have its own cage, and I had to do a video about this first, the Pteranodons, because look at this. Look how amazing they are flying around in their cage, and we will obviously have a view of this. Now, it looks like this. As you can see there, it says camera number 2, so we can have different viewing angles from inside of this, but yes, guys, this was released the other day, and finally, we got our wish about having these two types of dinosaurs in the game. Now, the only thing left really is the Mosasaurus in terms of breaking the boundaries about what type of dinosaurs they can have in this game. So imagine having a Mosasaurus in the game also, potentially being able to, I don't know, eat or fight other dinosaurs, like jump out of the water. But I don't know where or how they would have it, guys. I can imagine it being its own cage like this, but it would have to be so huge. It would take up so much room in the parks. I'm not sure. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are about the Mosasaurus down in the description below, in the comments below, guys, and then actually let me know your guys' thoughts. And do you think they're going to bring the Mosasaurus to the game? But basically, yes, this Pteranodon is the model of the Jurassic Park 3 movie. It's the exact same one that was found in that birdcage when Alan Grant got absolutely terrified and was trying to lead the Kirbys to safety. It basically didn't go well. They all got stuck in a cage and lethally torn to pieces by these birds. Actually, to be honest, guys, we didn't see a particularly brutal murder from these birds, but we did see them, some of the main characters there, I think 1 or 2 of the Kirbys, getting basically stolen and flown off mercilessly by the birds into the distance, where the birds literally picked them up and flew them away. They were actually feeding them to their own babies. And you can actually see the little baby birds with extremely sharp, dangerous, lethal teeth jumping up, trying to eat, the Kirbys. I think it was the Kirby's son, and yeah. So you guys, a lot of you guys will probably still be able to remember that scene in that film, especially guys of you guys who are actually Jurassic Park fans, like myself, who have watched the movies many times over and over again. But yeah, it's fantastic that they are finally bringing this to the game. Now, what I would really like to see is their breakout mechanic. So, as you can see by the big windows and cages on the side, it does look like quite sturdy, this cage. But as you will remember, in Jurassic World, the film, the cage actually got broken, and these scary-looking creatures, they basically escaped, and they started flying all around and eating the park guests. Now, I can't remember. Obviously, there is a different type. There is that kind of morphed one, which is half Indominus Rex, I think, and half Pteranodon, or maybe it's half T-Rex, half Pteranodon, I don't know. But there were those flying dinos as well, flying ones, the flying reptiles that were actually eating the park guests, and they were a bit different because they were kind of hybrids. They're hybrid dinosaurs, so maybe we will get those hybrid versions in the future as well. And I'm not sure if it was half hybrids and half Pteranodons that got released on that day in Jurassic World, the original movie. Yeah, or whether it was actually these Pteranodons, just the Pteranodons. I can't really remember, but I know for sure that those hybrid ones were in there. So let me know, guys, what you think. Let me know, correct me on that if there were no Pteranodons to be seen in the Jurassic World movie, and if the Pteranodons were only in Jurassic Park. But anyway, regardless, leave your guys' thoughts in the description below, okay, about these main points. Do you think they will be able to break out of these cages and we'll be able to see them at least attacking or ripping up our park guests? Obviously, to be honest, I cannot see that happening at all. For that to happen in Jurassic World Evolution, it looks like it would be very difficult for them to be able to do that, because how would you tranquilize the dinosaurs and bring them to safety? And what happens if you just leave them loose forever? Do they keep flying around to try and eat your park guests, or do they fly off into the distance, and basically become land-born? And then like in the films, at the end of the second film, guys, the dinos had all broken loose and also had escaped from the island thanks to the greedy humans, the rich Lockwoods, I think it was, who were trying to use the dinosaurs for business and shipping them into land. And then, of course, a lot of the different types of dinos ended up becoming free and escaping from that island that I think got covered in volcano. That poor Brachiosaurus in the distance went down on that day. That was a sad day, guys. That was a sad day on that film. But imagine if there was a but the thing is right at the end of that film, there was like a scene. It had these pteranodons in the city. They landed on the top of a skyscraper. It was a little bit like, it was very odd. It was like what you'd expect to see in a scene of Spider-Man, but instead of Spider-Man landing on the top of the building and then flying off, it was actually these pteranodons ready and hungry for their lunch. So how cool would it be if we saw them like escaping? Some could break out of the cage and then escape from your park, and then you get this like alert saying, "Alert! Dinos have been found on mainland. You will be fined, you know, a certain amount if this happens again," or something like that. It would be a very interesting and crazy mechanic for your park. But that's actually my imagination running wild and loose, because I really don't feel like they could add these things, but I don't think that they will into the game, because they've only just released the flying dinos after all, and maybe in the future they'll add more mechanics. Like, can you go in and change the next thing, guys, is do you think you will be able to go in, of course, and change the inside of the Pteranodon cage? Like, can you decorate it and all of that? Like, exactly how much management will you have on the inside? Let me know your guys' thoughts. Do you think they will even let us control it, or do you think you just have to put down an aviary and that's it, and then nothing happens? You can just hatch dinos in it, and there's like a 5 dinosaur limit, or what? So what do you guys think about that? And then I guess the other thing is, can they interact with other dinosaurs? So yeah, and do you also, the fourth thing I guess, guys, would be, can you see them being able to do breeding and things like that? Like, do you think they'll bring out hybrid versions of these flying dinosaurs in the future? I can see that coming as a hybrid update, like they did with the rest of the dinosaurs in the past. They released, you know, the original ones, and then they released a hybrid update with dinosaurs such as the Indoraptor and things like that. You know, so anyway, guys, that is basically it. I'm going to take another sip of this tasty and delicious coffee, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video today. I need to go and make some other videos now, but basically let me know your guys' thoughts on this dinosaur down in the comment section below, and I'm going to try and cover a few more things about this update coming out. And of course, guys, if you are enjoying these videos and you would like to see any of the news when it is released, about the new Jurassic World update and Jurassic World Evolution content in the future, feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications for HotCuppaTV, and of course you guys will be notified of that. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching the video and tuning in once again here today to HotCuppaTV, and we will see you all in the next video.